All right, guys, I'm going to get straight to it. I hope you guys are doing well, and at least the best you can here. At least it's warm out, but it is quite windy. I'm wave meteorologist Brian Good. This is a special update here on the Wave Weather Now channel as we are tracking an upgrade. Don't see this too often, from a wind advisory to a high wind warning. For those of you that have been watching on TV, you may have noticed the crawl that's at the bottom of the screen. And for those of you who have a NOAA radio, it likely went off for your county. So let me get straight to it. First off, here in Louisville, I will say this high wind warning, by the way, does not include the Louisville area right now. So that's good to note. All right, here is the list that we've got. The high wind warning is out until 4 p.m. for the Henry County area. Franklin County includes Shelby County, Spencer, Nelson, Marion, Washington, and Taylor. Those are the counties that have been upgraded to the high wind warning until 4 o'clock for this afternoon. Wind advisory for everyone else. Now, we have a strong surge of wind moving right across areas of the Bluegrass area of Kentucky. This was showing up pretty well yesterday. We were starting to get concerned about this particular spot for very high winds. It could get up there even up to 60 or higher at the time. But there's also another little wave that's moving across areas of southwest Indiana of strong wind. Doesn't to be anywhere close to this because it'll be overcast, but this round here is certainly more concerning. That's the alerts. Now, let me show you the wind gusts we've got. In Louisville, 49 miles per hour as of the top of the hour. That is the strongest we've had so far in Louisville today. Severe, by the way, is listed at 58 miles per hour. That's when you start to run into problems with wind damage. 49 Springfield, 38 in Campbellsville. You see Frankfort at 61. However, since this map generated on these strong wind gusts, we do have an update. And take a look at these numbers. Franklin County, 71 miles per hour. That's stronger than most severe thunderstorms we get in a year. That is certainly able to do damage. In fact, let's see, Brandon, where are you at? Just saw you're in Braden. I'm sorry, Braden, over there in southern Franklin County. I know you guys are watching on streaming. You can't really see the comments, but if you're on social media, you can. He said he had a couple power hits here in southern Franklin due to the high winds. Let's see, Debbie, you're in Bardstown, right? Debbie Ballard, I think you are. Neighbor's mailbox that ripped off its base. Big trees behind us really swing. Yeah, you're in Bardstown. If I just would have read, I would have seen that. Sorry about that. Thank you for the report. Appreciate that. I think Brandon, though, there it is. We got Brandon and Brady. You guys always get me confused. I think you're in the same spots, or at least close to it. Henry County, large tree branches down. There's house there, but still have power, but it is flickering. That's the thing. This is going to be the kind of setup that is going to cause certainly the power to go out once you get over 58 miles per hour. Frankfort, I should mention, that's really 69 miles per hour is the report we got at Frankfort itself. That's the actual site for Frankfort, that sensor was. And this was another weather station that was not near the airport that hit 71 into Franklin County. The Weather Service did just dial into Frankfort into that sensor, and they got a 56 mile per hour wind gust. So that's still strong. I mean, again, 58, you start running into problems with damage in the area. Just now got a report in here from, let's see, south of minutes there into Shelby County. Report now coming in of 60 miles per hour. That was officially actually at 12:20. So it's about 10 minutes old about 10 minutes old for that report. We are keeping an eye to the power outage numbers with the Weather Service is saying no high numbers yet. Nelson County right now has about 2% of the county without power. We're going to take a look at that here in just a second at some of your power outage listings. If you're certainly in Nelson, though, in that area of Nelson into Washington, Marion, that's where you're going to see some of those stronger wind gusts. In fact, let me get right into that zone right now. Well, first, look at the warm weather. I mean, you can see the reason why. I mean, look at that, 70 in Bardstown, first 70 of the year. 70 right now as you head toward areas of Frankfort where that strong wind. But there's the cooler weather, by the way, that is coming in here very, very soon. Temperatures will indeed be falling. Why the strong wind? Right here, right when the rain showers faded out, and now you're going partly cloudy. Once you get into a partly cloudy setup, and then mostly sunny, you end up with the ability to do a lot of mixing. We call this in the atmosphere. You're able to take that strong wind out, which is about 80 knots, by the way, above our head, and you pull it down to the ground level. That is going to cause some problems, and it's going to cause some wind damage. And that's the reason why that area has been upgraded more to the high wind warning than the rest of us will be. As I mentioned, I do think there will be another surge of strong wind gusts with the approach of the cooler weather and the clouds rolling in from the west, and that still may impact Louisville. But I don't see it as high as what the eastern side of wave country is dealing with. But still, it could get up to 50, 52 miles per hour. That is reachable. And then after that moves over us and we get overcast again, then we'll see those wind speeds begin to relax a bit more as we know later on this afternoon. But the next few moments are going to be crucial, especially for those of you around Lexington, Frankfort, Marion County, all the way down to even parts of even Bardstown. I would throw into the mixer. In fact, let me pull up the camera for you guys down into Bardstown. Hold on one second. And we'll check in with that. Okay, I got Bardstown pulled up. Let me get over to there. Let's take a gander at the latest camera view. Again, this is out of near the courthouse, Stowe Courthouse and Square. I mean, it's pretty stable on its anchoring, so you can't really tell a ton. But look at the clouds in the distance. Really, I can see them racing by at the moment. So now we got Debbie into Bardstown. We've got Cecilia's down into Harginville, to LaRue County. Strong winds there. Margaret's in Marion County, very strong winds listed in that area. Todd over in Springfield, Washington County. Strong wind gusts there taking place. If anyone has any type of wind damage or anything like that, let me know. That's something we can just relay back to the Weather Service as needed there. I can get an official report here on Louisville. Let me run the numbers there. Louisville's down quite a bit from what it was. 32 miles per hour. That was the last speed that I've got listed here. But 49.5 was the highest of the day so far. All right, so for those of you that are in the area, again, it's kind of a really misleading setup when you've got a partly sunny and sunny sky, but you got damaging winds. That's the reason why it's been kind of hard to alert on this and inform you guys on it, because the initial confusion with this was going to be we're going to have rain involved and heavy downpours. And you get that involved into it, then you get into a borderline issue of this being a severe thunderstorm warning or not. And that's normally how most of these would be handled, would be severe thunderstorm warnings. But we don't have that. We don't have even the showers. We've lost them. So now we're dealing with a partly sunny setup and damaging winds. So it's the reason why it may catch some of you off guard. At least if you lose power, the only positive I can see in this is it's not 25 degrees outside. It's in the 60s to around 70. So it's at least tolerable. The problem is not so much power outage as it is the idea of wind damage. Any tree that's old or is an older tree that is around an area that has a lot of water, usually retained at its base, the root system can easily become to the point where it's just weak. And a strong wind like this is going to topple the tree and the entire root ball with it. And we've already seen that happen today. So those are the kind of trees that will go down. Usually your trees that are relatively healthy are not going to have a lot of damage. And we don't have trees that are leafed out yet. So if we had leaves on the trees, that would be even more significant today than what we have. But the fact that they don't have them, most trees do fairly well, but it's more about power outages than anything. Any reports? I haven't seen anything else come in. Everything looks all right. Celia says now we're out of power there at work there into Hodgenville. I do have a power outage look here. Let me see if I can pull that up. It takes a bit of time, so bear with me. Let me go to my camera for a second. Actually, you guys should look at the camera there. I'm shy. I don't want you guys looking at me. Okay. We are dealing with power outages. We saw that into Nelson County. I think that's where the one report was. Power outages. Again, this is going to take me just a second to get loaded, and then we'll take a look at it and see what the numbers are in that area as of last check. Again, that was where we got some of the numbers. Okay, we've got kind of surrounding city level, right? Hardin County, Breckenridge, LaRue, Nelson, Spencer, Shelby, Oldham County, and into Henry at the moment. Let's take a look. It's interesting that Franklin's not listed there. 74 customers. It's not too bad as you get into Shelby County, Oldham County. You guys are coming in right now at 197 customers without power. So if you're watching right now on your phone and streaming it, we're aware, and I'm sure they are too. 29 counties in Henry, or 29 customers in Henry County. Bardstown, 593 customers with App Power. As you head into Hardin County, 326 right now with App Power. Did I hit LaRue? I don't think I did. There we go. LaRue County, 316. So, Celia, that includes where you're at work. You're one of those. And then finally in Breckenridge County, 101 customers with App Power. Notice it's not into the orange or any red category yet. That's good. And I'm hoping that's because the idea that, again, we don't have a lot of ability to get the trees to get pulled down like we normally would. I'll keep the wind gust map up here so you guys can see your location. Glenda, I was wondering where you're at. Glenda, down in Bardstown, very windy in that area. Some of these sites will update automatically. You're actually one of those sites, Glenda, that updates in real time. Well, actually, 5 minutes we get updates. So you're 37 miles per hour. That's fairly accurate. Louisville's sensor on our maps, and in Frankfort is included, do not update every 5 minutes on this map. It takes 50 minutes sometimes. So you may not see those numbers initially changed. I see that we got new wind reports. Let me load this up and see what we got. 71 was the top of the list, still is. 71, and again, that was in Franklin County. Frankfort still is at second spot there at 69 miles per hour, almost at second place, but this is not a race. This is not a race. You don't want to win this one, right? You want to lose this one. Marion County, 59 miles per hour, and Ollie International, again, holding at 49. Debbie says power is flickering in there, but no trees in your yard, so that's good. That's the one thing that I've always, when I'm considering landscaping, I don't want to put a lot of trees around me. All right, we're going to keep an eye on this. I just want to jump on here. I'm not going to stay on very long here. All right, I just wanted to jump on, make sure you guys were aware of the high wind warning. Hopefully you got the alerts out, but I also wanted to explain what that is. And a high wind warning is the idea that you can get wind gusts of 60 miles per hour or higher in the orangish look shade there. And again, that's east of Louisville. Everyone else say gusts of 50 miles per hour should be the high end. We're not out of the woods entirely yet here in Louisville, even for the strong wind gust, but the strongest, no doubt, is going to be closer to the bluegrass area of Kentucky. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Stay with us on social media. Keep us updated in case you see anything that does pop in your area here the next few moments. Any damage reports, again, will be quite helpful. Have a safe rest of the day, and we'll see you guys coming up at 3 o'clock on Wave News at 3. See you then.